guys, obviously, it's your first senior night, but for the seniors, it's a big night. I'm sure Coach has spoken to you guys about the importance of it.
Yeah, it's extremely important. We want to go out and get this win for the seniors, and every win gets us closer to our goal of a bowl game, so we just got to take it one step at a time.
Have you noticed more emotion out of the older guys as it comes closer?
A little bit. They're starting to sense it, but they're also extremely focused on the goal and extremely focused on what we have to do, and it's great to have their leadership, especially in this time.
What have some of your older teammates told you just about this rivalry and so forth?
It's just a big game. Of course, a lot of tradition behind the rivalry, so we're focused on what we have to do in order to execute and play the best football game we can.
What have you seen on tape from Vandy about their defense, and is there anything that stands out to you?
They're a very good defense, extremely disciplined. They've done a great job with takeaways over the past week, so we have to make sure we're staying smart and protecting the football and just playing good Tennessee football.
Strength seems to be in the secondary. They played particularly well back there.
Yeah, they have a lot of seniors, 4 seniors starting in their secondary, so of course they have a lot of experience, so we just have to make sure we're playing smart and playing our football and just focus on what we have to do to win.
Josh, how much are you growing each week, or what you feel comfortable doing? How much more you feel comfortable doing within the confines of the offense?
I'm growing a lot. Every time I get a rep, it's a learning experience. So when I make a mistake, I try not to make the same mistake twice. So every time I can step on the field and learn something is great, and then also being in the film room helps me.
The offensive lineman keep talking about you showing up on Sundays and watching film with them. I mean, what was your mindset the first time you go to walk into the offensive line meeting room and watch film with a bunch of seniors and veterans like that?
Well, being a quarterback, you have to make sure you're on the same page as your offensive line. So every time I get a chance to watch film with them and see what they're thinking, what they're different, what you're getting, it's extremely huge, and it helps us on Saturdays.
Were you at all nervous, or were you just like, it's time to get down to business?
Oh no, it's just football. So just went in, just studied the game we love.
How do you think you'll benefit from this bye week and 2 weeks to prepare for this game, getting the rest?
Bye weeks are great. We're able to, especially just regroup and just focus in on this goal. Last week was good, just to get our feet under us and continue to grow and improve as a team. It's a big week of preparation.
You had the road game, you had the first night game out of Mizzou, you had the first game at Neyland. Do you think you've kind of seen enough now to feel like you know what to expect?
I have. I know most things to expect, but I know I haven't seen everything. Each week is a new week, a new team, new game plan. So just have to take it one step at a time and stay focused.
Josh, looking at Vanderbilt, their secondary, they give up high percentage passes, but not many big plays. You have to be patient against them to move the chains.
Yeah, you got to be extremely patient, extremely disciplined. Make sure you're playing your brand of football and just making sure you're executing on offense.
And after having seen both of them, what was the biggest difference for you as far as playing on the road and playing at home?
Just playing, it's always different. Just getting a chance to play in Neyland and play against our great fans. So that's probably the biggest thing. But in the day, it comes down to it's football. You just got to execute.
This is a group of receivers, people hopefully expect you to be with for a couple of years here and playing a lot with. How do you feel like that chemistry is coming along?
It's coming along great. Every time we get a chance to throw routes on the air or 7-on-7, our timing continues to grow and our chemistry continues to grow. Starting to understand what each other's thinking, and that's huge.
You weren't here for the loss last year, obviously. Do you hear about it in practice with the guys bring it up and they talk about how they can't have that again, or has that kind of been gone and lost?
We're really just focused on this year. We're extremely motivated. We have to go out and just execute and continue to take steps forward to our goal.
Josh, you talked about the chemistry of your receivers. Just how valuable is the bye week to kind of get that up to a high level?
It was extremely valuable. We were able to put in extra work after practice and during practice, just working on our chemistry and our timing with different routes, so it should help us in the long run.
Josh, do you feel like you have a greater comfort level maybe with Marquez and Big? It seems like they've done most of the catches the last few weeks.
They've been doing a good job getting open and running good routes for me, so that's always great. And as well as the other receivers. The other receivers doing a good job. So everyone in the receiving corps just works hard every day and is going to the limit.
There was that play, I think, in the first drive against Auburn when there was a guy coming off the edge and you kind of just threw one up towards Marquez. Did you kind of mean to throw it up in his direction, let him go get it? Was that kind of take me through that play?
With Quez, you always know he can go up and get the ball, but the guy kind of took out my legs mid-throw, so that kind of altered the ball flight. But Quez did a great job coming back to the football and just making a play. So that's huge.
Josh, you referenced it even after the Auburn game, but how much pride are you trying to take in helping get the seniors to a bowl game? It's something they've been pretty open about.
Oh yeah, that was our goal as a team. When we came in from day one, we're trying to make it to a bowl game, and it's extremely good for these seniors to make it to a bowl game. So every day we're working hard for them to win these next 2 games and make it to our bowl game in December.